Because of people like Ryan Holiday and the Daily Stoic, Stoicism has become more and more popular. And with it, there's this concept that I think most people have forgotten about. It's called voluntary discomfort. You see, most of us, if we're all being honest, we take the little things way too serious. The little things, some reason, are able to impact our days, make us feel a lot more upset. The little thing ruins our entire day. A traffic jam turns into the worst day in the world. Someone at work says something really tiny to you and it ruins your entire day. You go home, complain to your significant other about it for hours and hours. These little things aren't that big of a deal, but they feel like it at the time. Why is that? Now, the part of voluntary discomfort, the reason for it is to minimize the little things ruining our day. When we voluntarily seek out discomfort, it makes the world a lot easier. It doesn't stress us out as much because at the end of the day, we realize we're not that serious. Over the course of the last several weeks, the little things have been getting to me. And I couldn't figure out why until I started going back and realized I have not been doing the hard thing. You see, I kind of made the excuse that most of us make. I'm too busy. One of the things I do quite often is I train Jiu-Jitsu. I'm a hobbyist, but it's something that gets me out of my own way, makes me put things in perspective, and I haven't been doing it the last few weeks. Quite honestly, it's a really dumb excuse. Again, I just keep saying that I don't have time. The truth is we all can find the time. So today, to try to cure my own inability to put things in perspective, I'm gonna go to Jiu-Jitsu after not being there for a few weeks, get my ass kicked by a bunch of 20-year-olds, and I'm gonna let you know whether or not it helps my mood. While we're there, we might as well talk to some other hobbyists, some other people that go to Jiu-Jitsu for the simple reason, not because they think they're gonna become the world's greatest Jiu-Jitsu practitioner, but they're going simply because it's hard.
So, you're old,
Yeah, I am. Thanks for pointing that out.
and yet you still do Jiu-Jitsu. Why?
I'm better when I do than when I don't, especially mentally. I struggle with things at times, and when I stay active and go get my ass kicked by a bunch of young people, it for some reason makes me feel better. I don't know why, but it does. I go through that stupid mental battle of like, oh gee, I don't really feel like going. I always realize that those are the times that you need to go the most, is when you're having that mental battle of you don't want to go because you're, you know, just being a little bit of a whatever. You fill in the word there.
Used to professionally fight, and now we're old. We don't do that anymore.
Correct, everything hurts.
So why do you still train?
Stress relief, to be honest, like I go in every single day, Monday through Friday. I'm working my 9 to 5. I have to deal with people, and this just keeps my mind off of it. It's like an hour a day of torture and suffering, but I'm not thinking about nothing. It's just to take me away.
Thanks, brother. Sure. Thanks for being old with me.
I know, right?
I'm tired. Okay, so the video is about voluntary discomfort and why some of us do jiu-jitsu, even though unlike you, like you're a professional, you're doing this as a profession. You have old people like me. It's a hobby for us, but without it, anxiety creeps in. So I guess first question is, what is it like being young, super athletic, and beating up on old people like me? This is a trick question. Okay. So here's the real question though. Like, talk to me about what jiu-jitsu and martial arts in general does for your mental health.
Well, it plays a huge part of my mental health, actually. Because like growing up, my family, we never really talked about our problems or anything like that. We kind of just let it bury deep inside and just like dealt with it when it came. But jiu-jitsu gave me like an outlet of like not having to worry about my problems outside. Like as soon as I step into the gym, nothing outside really matters. All that matters is like I'm not trying to get up by this specific guy. I'm not trying to get caught in this specific position, and that's all I'm worried about. You can't be focused on what's going on outside while you're worried about why you're doing jiu-jitsu. Honestly, it's kind of counterintuitive. Honestly,
do you feel like jiu-jitsu is like our version of meditation? Like we don't sit around and go, we come to the gym, because the whole point of meditation is to be in the present moment. And jiu-jitsu is kind of like that for us. Is that fair?
Yeah, jiu-jitsu is like real life meditation. It's like live action meditation, right? Because we're actually doing something with our body, but we're bringing peace to ourselves, like mentally, because we're not really thinking about anything except for just jiu-jitsu at that moment, you know what I mean?
Well, thanks for whooping my ass all the time. Appreciate you.
Nah, he's fine, y'all.
Okay, now that that's over. So we come back to this question of, does getting beat up by a bunch of young kids, doing something like as hard as jiu-jitsu really gonna help with my mental health? Does choosing the hard path, choosing something difficult to do actually help put things in perspective? Well, yeah, I think you've seen by now that the obvious answer is yes. The truth is, by choosing something as difficult as jiu-jitsu, where you're struggling to breathe at times, where you're trying to problem solve in the meantime, choosing something as difficult as jiu-jitsu resets what hard really is. The arguments with your coworkers, the disagreements with your spouse, the back and forth online is all really not that bad. At the end of the day, it's not worth stressing over. When you actually are going through something difficult, it makes life a lot easier. Do you have to do jiu-jitsu to get the benefits of this? No. Choosing discomfort, voluntary discomfort, can simply mean working out, going on a walk. It could mean writing every single day. It's something that challenges you and makes you consider, man, I really don't want to be doing this. When you do something as difficult as that, everything in life gets easier. So, the question I want you to answer down below in the comments is this: what's your hard? What's the thing that you voluntarily decide to do day in and day out, despite the fact that it's difficult? And how does it help you cope with the anxieties and the little annoyances of everyday life? Thanks for watching. You got anything out of this, do me a favor, hit the like and subscribe button. It helps more people see it, and I'll catch you in the next video.